Welcome to the Cryptosphere. This is Cryptogenic coming at you. Today is Tuesday, November 9th at 5:20 p.m. here in sunny California. I'm so excited today. I just want to start by giving a shout out to Digital Dave, Crazy for Cryptos. This is YouTube channel. Just for fun, I put a link to it. Not that he needs a shout out from me, but I just want to thank Digital Dave for blessing me, really. I mean, he shared my BCH video on his Patreon, and then last night he shared one of my videos on his Telegram. And many of you are watching right now because Digital Dave sent you. So number one, I want to welcome all of you. And number two, I want to thank you, Digital Dave. If you see this, thank you so much for the support and for the encouragement to my little channel here. Listen, I am a patron of Digital Dave. I followed Digital Dave for the last year. Here's why I follow Digital Dave. You guys know I'm a charts guy. I'm a technical analysis guy. Digital Dave is a fundamentals guy. So nobody can have everything, right? Nobody can know everything. Nobody can have all of the knowledge. And so we need one another. And so what I found was it was impossible for me to go deep into the charts and deep into the fundamentals simultaneously. So I needed to outsource my fundamentals to someone with more knowledge and more experience than myself. So Digital Dave is my fundamentals guy. So when I want to know something about the fundamentals of one of my assets, I simply log into his Patreon and I look it up if it's a corresponding asset. And so because of that, that's why I went deep into BCH. But then when I looked at the BCH chart confirms his fundamental analysis. And so when you have the agreement of the fundamentals and the technical analysis, now you have deeper confidence in your investment. Okay, so I'll just stop right there, but I just wanted to say thank you, Digital Dave. I'm going to jump right into this BCH chart, because look at what's happened. We've broken above the whole suite indicator. We got a fat green candle here from the base of it to the top of the tip. We made 20% in one candle here. That's a 20% pop for Bitcoin Cash. And we've broken nicely above the level of resistance, the first level of resistance in this trend here in the RSI. And we're getting ready to press to make a higher high. So as long as we don't get rejected at that line, just watch the RSI. If we can break above this line and make a higher high in the RSI, we're off to the races, folks. This is the beginning of the bullish trend that's moving towards these targets here. And I set $4,051 as my target for the end of this cycle for Bitcoin Cash. So keep your eye on Bitcoin Cash. Secondly, Litecoin. One of my patrons asked about Litecoin, and we need to cover Litecoin anyway because we got the same kind of bullish move on Litecoin that we saw from Bitcoin Cash. All of a sudden, this one candle, just in the last 24 hours, I believe, we're 36% up for Litecoin just this week, okay? And then look at this. Litecoin is even stronger at the moment because look at this. We not only broke above the trend, but we've already made a higher high in the RSI. So that means Litecoin is off to the races, folks. Litecoin is on its way toward these targets, and I've got a $2,000 top target for Litecoin by the end of the year, which means we could still see almost, maybe about 18x. Actually, let's chart it so we can be a bit more accurate. Sorry, I meant to say almost 8x. It's less than that, 693% from where Litecoin is right now to the top of the target for the end of the year. But I think Litecoin is going to move strong through the end of the year. It's going to move ahead of the rest of the altcoins, and it's going to make a way. So Litecoin is strong. By the way, appreciate all of you for checking out my Patreon. The thing you need to know is that if you join the gold or platinum level, and I think I've only got 3 more open spots at the platinum level, but if you join the gold level or platinum level of my Patreon, you get links to all of these charts. And so, which means you can click the link and check this exact chart or any of my charts 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Anytime you want, you can revisit any of my charts. It's one of the perks that I give. I'm also teaching my personal methodology for technical analysis And even the silver members are getting those tutorials as well. So a lot of stuff there. Check out my Patreon. All right, so BCH, LTC are strong. EOS, look at this. We broke above the whole suite indicator. We haven't made a higher high yet, but we've got a nice breakout in the RSI, and we've got 2 consecutive higher lows, which is bullish. 2 consecutive higher lows in the RSI, and we're breaking above the whole suite indicator. So that indicates to me that EOS is bullish and going to move towards these end-of-year targets. All right. ADA, we just talked about Cardano, but I wanted to give you a little update on Cardano. We haven't broken above the trend yet, but we're coming to the end of its consolidation. I'm still concerned about this green band here. We'd have to break above it in order for us to be bullish, but I think we have a strong chance of breaking out bullish here for Cardano. And we might, look at this. We were bullish for so long here for Cardano. We needed really to consolidate for a while. So we may still need to consolidate. We may need to break bearish out of here, but there's a chance that we break bullish and we move up toward these targets between now and the end of the year. So I'm going to keep my eyes on Cardano. And if we break above this line here in the RSI, I think we have the chances are we're moving forward. Now let's look at Sol. This also is a Digital Dave pick. Sol, look at this rounded bottom here in the RSI. We've got a nice rounded bottom in the price action. We bought it at 69 cents down here, and it's all, look at this, it's already $1.93. However, the RSI is moving strongly into the overbought territory, so it's going to have to consolidate for a little while. However, what we could be making here is a cup and handle, and so this handle would be really the consolidation period. But if we are making a nice cup and handle here, then when we break above this handle, that's going to push us up towards $5.30. And honestly, if we break above this trend, that in the short term would push us up towards $12. And it could take us much higher than that between now and the end of the year. It just depends upon when we break above this trend here. So for instance, what I'm charting here is about 142%, or about 138%, let's say. So let's say we break above this trend here, 138% takes us about up to this target here. But if we don't break above the trend till we get about here, let's say, then 132% above that is going to take 138% above that is actually going to take us up to $19. So I can't really tell you where we're going. It just depends on where we break above this trend. But what I'm seeing with Sol is that we actually have not seen an impulsive wave yet. And so when Sol hits its first impulsive wave, kind of like Chili's, which we're getting ready to look at next, look at this. Chili's, it had, it was new, July of 2019, but it had its first impulsive wave over here. Now we can actually chart it because we know where the top of its first impulsive wave is. And let me tell you, folks, Chili's is a buy right now. For me, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, but for me, Chili's is a buy right now. I see a potential 40x move for Chili's between now and the end of the year. And let me tell you why. If we look from the moment we broke above the whole suite indicator to the top of that wave, if we do that again, we broke above the whole suite indicator here, that takes us to the top of this trend, touching the top of this trend again, and basically kind of penetrating the top of the trend. That would take us all the way up to this target of $19. So we actually have 2 data points that suggest a 40x move for Chili's between now and the end of the cycle, which takes us into January. But the first is the trend. Just simple trend analysis. If we touch the top of the trend line, we're coming up towards $19. But secondly, this fractal here. And this is almost a perfect breakdown, consolidation and now we're breaking out again. And so if we get the second impulsive wave here for Chili's, it's going to be epic. But Sol is more, really, I think Sol is an even better opportunity in the long run because we haven't even seen its first impulsive wave yet. We may be at the beginning of that impulsive wave. Only time will tell. But if we see an impulsive wave that takes Sol up, parabolically the way Chili's did, that's going to be fabulous. But definitely, I think it's a great idea to catch this Chili's wave here. For me, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But look what we've done. We've not only broken above, we've made a higher high. We're making higher lows. We're seeing all of the indications. The RSI is bullish. The price action's bullish. We've broken out of this huge bull pennant. We've broken above the whole suite indicator. I think we're going to see a dramatic parabolic move for Chili's as it finds its next impulsive wave, and I think it's moving towards $20. But we shall see. All right, folks. Yes, we can celebrate that Bitcoin has a new all-time high. Looking at it on the weekly, we're hitting resistance right at that all-time high. Looking at it on the daily, we've broken above the line, and we're now basically sitting right on the line. We'll see. The RSI broke above the line and broke down, but it found support right at this line. So, I said that Bitcoin would get rejected, but I also said that if we find support at this line, it's possible that it just builds support here on this line and keeps pressing onward, that we actually created a new trend here, and that we should not read this as bearish divergence. We shall see. We shall see. But one thing is sure is that on the weekly, Bitcoin is bullish, bullish, bullish. It's bullish in the RSI. It's bullish in the MACDs. It's bullish in the price action. And so whether or not we temporarily get stopped here and we come back down to revisit some of these levels, whether or not that's the case is yet to be seen. But the one thing that seems to be clear is that we are moving towards 98,000 to 103,000 in the midterm, and between now and the end of the cycle, between 177,000 and 249,000. I think I have 325 as the potential top of the cycle for Bitcoin. We shall see. All right, folks, thanks so much for watching today. Do me a favor and smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, leave me a comment letting me know what you think about the content that you've heard today. And above all else, make it your aim to sleep in peace every night, wake in joy every morning, walk in love every day. This is Cryptogenic, signing out.